Club in this song, come on. Do we rock a weave 30 inches long? Do we got a sold out tour? Do that, no, and I went tour. He said, let's hit that back, hit that back, hit that back room. You be that, I be that. We can get it, we can get it. Tonight I'm on it, tonight I'm in a zone. A bass jumping, a club pumping, it's hot. These coming in the club cause they won't try. I won't say I got a feel for you little nice, but I got a feel for you little nice. I pay the whole bill for you little nice. I do my little jig for you little nice. Then he whispered in my ear like, oh God, you know I got something for you little nice.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch you. To us, broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. They're on the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18, what's up?
Stroud sets up the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Look at this Cowboy defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you not decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
All right. 11.
In motion goes the tight end. And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you establish really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. The Cowboys are 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. They'll give him the 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Williams again. And this time he is in for a Cowboy touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
For the right play, yeah.
That too.
From the 35, here's second down and 2.
Here we go, let's go. 19, that's right. Hey, Uno Mars. Buggy. Why Tony? Hey, Uno. Hey, South.
Stroud looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over at that time, but it's going to lead to third down. You look at this Cowboy defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
19, that's right. 11.
Throwing now is Stroud. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Or they have one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Able to hit his target Lamb. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
3rd down and 1. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you, keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go out with the tackle, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go.
Prescott yet again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Off. Ain't with my type activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, what? I mean, shit I see, send them off. Take a risk or take a trip, you know.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go.
To throw is Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Prescott. On the outright, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Oh, able to avoid him. But a nice return sets him up pretty good again right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
All right.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there. They just ran him down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He'll try and do this himself. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Tony. Look the high. I like you, Texas.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there at 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
11.
Now Stroud. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Trailing here the 1st half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Hey, kill!
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing. Prescott. That is caught by Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 2 of the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Texans 3. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A beautiful fake. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few pushes together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
1st down.
All right.
Stroud to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
2nd and 5.
South. On the quick, right?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
18. What's that? 11. Hey.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Another swap.
Stroud looking to change the play. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
18, that's it.
And Stroud now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
It's now third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Looking hot.
Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they have exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Hey, one more. White Tony. 19 Texas. Hey, south. Right.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll try to do it himself. And he is going to have a Texans first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
18, that's it. Button. Hey, uno. Look hot.
Final play of the half, Stroud. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Texans 10.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. I take 20.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. This one swung out to Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is the possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Go, get out there, get out there. Here we go, 46.
Prescott to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Yeah! Go ahead. There we go, kill.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
No matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 10-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Now we gave up the middle to Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
47.
Prescott from the gun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Will Anderson. And they're to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Oh, ready? Hey, South. 18. 19 Texas.
Stroud working out of the gun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud out of the gun here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There are none too plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Yeah, here we go. I take what do you think?
Here's Prescott. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now... If these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Here we go. 18.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he'll take this one in for the Texans touchdown. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. We'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And for a few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now Prescott. Man over the middle, and it's complete. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
There's no quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. 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 Turn his TV off.
3rd and 4.
We're going to 52.
Now Prescott. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he will have a couple of his first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten a first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks always tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Hey, kill!
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Garrett Stingley picks it. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He'll try to do this himself. And down he'll go at the 25. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
18. That's it.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gutsy call turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Houston.
All right.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
All right.
Another carry for Pierce. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And the Texans first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield, trailing here in the 4th.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey.
And it's caught. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
18. That's it. Look to hot. Look to hot.
Stroud to throw it. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
18. What's up?
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. 18. What's up? 12. Buggy. Tonight.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. From right side, complete to Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Yeah, here we go.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he'll take it down shy of 45 to 46.
Yeah, you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down the earth.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They run it again with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And partner in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's 1st down. Now Williams running left. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. As it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Here's Dak. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage here, moves the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Pierce. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch them close to the spot.
Now Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
18. What's up?
Here's Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First throw of overtime, Stroud. Launch a screen pass, that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Look hot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Give to Pierce now on the option. And he's got this with across midfield into Cowboy territory. 52 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And Stroud now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Stroud sets up the play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well,
Here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
All right.
Throwing now is Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown would win it. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. You get 6, so much the better. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, here we go.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
47.
Now Dak. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well, and always a joy to be up here in the booth.